One. Stop it. That's working now. I'll remove this because it doesn't work. We will check this again. Not a here. Oh yeah, works in both. We cruising down the street from our sixth spot. Our activity feed. Put this on the left. I get rid of the fucking chat tab. See that? I have chat elsewhere. Stable. Stable. Oh yeah. Good divers. Roll up fucking weird ass. Double wide. Fucking. He's kind of crazy, or not? Can you monitor the stream on YouTube from fucking mobile? Using down to sweep the past 6. Oh.
Super Earth, our home. Prosperity, liberty. Hi there.
Prosperity and liberty.
Democracy, our
Let's
way
see.
of life. Oh, hello.
of manage and spreading the good of managed democracy
Freedom
across.
doesn't come free. No! Sweet liberty! No!
Oh.
Look familiar? Scenes like these are happening all over the galaxy right now. You could be next. That is, unless you make the most important decision of your life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free. Join the Helldivers. Become part of an elite peacekeeping force.
I'll so sign up. Was propaganded like that.
You will be among the first to foray into the depths of the gloom. We know not what horrors lurk within. Be ready for anything, Helldiver.
Ugh. See what we did about this. Do I go extreme? Yeah, let's go extreme quickly. Oh, it's not been too bad yet. Using down this route, you must.
Initiating FTL jump to
Yo, they got red ones too?
prior
I've only had green ones so far. What's that RNG? Like, brave thought, level 145, crazy.
mission coordinates locked.
As a level 35, why are you gonna take the first fucking booster? I want this, I want this. Automaton. I kinda want the extra power, be sure. Light armor penetration. Do I have any better armor pen? Well, medium armor, but I'm not doing that. Not doing that either. Light armor, light armor.
Helldivers to Hellpods. Repeat. Helldivers to Hellpods.
Yo, this thing just doesn't want to separate, you know? Fucking Jolly Rancher. Like, why is it so much work? I'm just gonna fucking eat and be unhealthy, you know? Yo. Yo, did I just join in as you guys are leaving? Nice match. That's some instant free XP. That's how you farm. See these free medals I'm getting? It's crazy that I level up off of that. Crazy. One shot, one hit, one kill.
A lot of dead bots down there. Good job. Welcome aboard, Helldiver. Allied destroyer has left squadron.
Crazy. Like, why did Quick Match fucking put me in that? I just been put in like 7 menus back to back. Kicked from the game. Insane.
The galactic war waits for no one. Are you ready, Helldiver?
Mission coordinates locked.
Oh, not a 2-man. Oh, I don't want a 2-man
Engaging
start.
orbital thrusters. Orbit synchronized.
Automatons, I want this, I want this. I want this, I want this. Hey, yo. Yo, Mike. Fucking, like, what are these quick plays? I've never seen this before. It normally just puts me in a match where I get to do stuff. I guess studio disconnected, reconnected. What dip and I'm fucking leaving this as well. Like what? What the fuck have these quick matches been? This is insane. It's working. Why is this saying it's not working? Why is the bitrate going over? Bitrate is too high. Why try and like turn up the thing. $50. Six. Like, why is the bitrate so high? I said 6,000. Why is it not doing 6,000? Streaming though, but like it's just not doing the bitrate that I asked for.
Freedom's greetings. I'm your host, Coretta Kelly. Tonight's top story. In a historic collaboration between the Ministries of first large-scale expedition into the gloom. The Spore divers have been entrusted with leading an expedition into this hostile environment. When successful, this initiative stands to revolutionize our understanding
Okay, where are we at
of
on bitrate?
determinate biology. Coming up next, the Team Cape Craze. A sign of disrespect or a step towards enlistment. Stay tuned.
It's 700. Hopefully this thing keeps it functional. I gotta stop and then. It's good now. It's good. Seems to be. Let's connect to stream. That's fine. Whatever. It's connected.
Helldiver, the Super Destroyer is ready for your next mission.
Initiating FTL jump to the Garharan system.
Please tell me you're not about to extract, because it's just put me in 3 of those back to back.
Successful. Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods primed.
Yo, something crashing right now. Yo, what's crashing? Can't see him for real. Is it was the game. Okay, I'm just gonna play something else. It seems that fucking Helldives just doesn't like me today. That's crazy though. Let's change this to fucking. What's that? Okay. And oh, I don't want to sniper me, sniper. Oh, okay. Avowed is on Game Pass. Check this out. Seen heard good things about it. From some fucking. I gotta get Legions. That's actually kind of fun. I played it on Ubisoft Plus when I had that for like 2 months. It's just nice to have a new version of the game. That was really cool. But two was, honestly, I think two was the best of these. One was a little bit, the characters were a bit better. Eden Pierce was sick, but two was fun. And San Francisco was a really cool setting. Like, I liked where they set it. It was good. You get me. That works for us a little bit clustered. Wait, is this game fucking loading or not? Come on. I definitely got updates, don't I? Yeah, I do. Oh, too many of these are laid. 2 instances is fine, I guess. What is that? Cancel that. Do not want. Yes, please. Do not want. I authentic. How much like fucking bullshit, you know, sometimes. Oh, okay, fine. Oh, Steam, fucking. Okay, let's see what was the file that wasn't working because it's fucking game ain't trying to run. And I'm trying to play this game. Second game. That's crazy. Barrier is still at 5.7. Why? The fuck kind of error is that? Why does this not accept? One, I believe in you. Fingers crossed. I don't think it's gonna work, but like, it used to. Just gonna verify first. How quickly can I do this? It's doing that though. Let's go to the table. Fucking cheap, you know. Oh lol. I was being told about this earlier. That's crazy. Didn't know that actually happened. Fucking insane shit. I can't believe that this is actually fucking the universe we live in. Because they're not a superpower anymore. Like, Russia just isn't. I don't get why Trump wants to fucking bend the knee for them. Like they're fucking dangerous. Like they're not gonna use nukes realistically. You're just gonna bend the knee and give them whatever they want because you're stupid and want to ransack the country for the money.
Hey, you wanted this, right? You want to feel
That's a
good?
shit ton of
Wake
clips.
up, you're in the middle of it. You want to run? Go ahead. No one's stopping you.
Having a good time over there?
They had a great time.
Oh, there are robot enemies? Dude, holy
Hey,
shit.
you
Don't
gotta
fucking
listen
die
to
out
the
there, my guy.
bugs.
Yeah, dude, we're kind of in the shit right now.
You're about to be a dead man walking in a second.
Oh.
You got two fucking like chainsaws coming at you. Chainsaw man over here.
Man had to dive.
That's
Get
the name of the
fuck
game.
outta there, dude. Alright,
Alright,
once more with
I'm
Field.
gonna pass on this video. It's literally.
Oh my.
It's just clips. That's kind of sick though, but it's still on my channel. Why is this thing? Yo, it's not even got that far yet. I do kind of want.
What's up, guys? We just got a bunch of information regarding Marvel Rivals, the second half of Season 1 and Season 2 launch.
Buff cloak
Regarding a lot
again.
of the character nerfs and balances coming that they want to kind of implement into the game, and there is a long list of changes, and we'll kind of be going over them and kind of explaining a little bit of that information. Guys, if you enjoy my Marvel Rivals content, and you enjoy Marvel Rivals gameplay, or you enjoy me in general, be sure you guys click a like on this video, and a sub to the channel would be spectacular. Guys, if you guys have any questions, comments, or anything, let me know down below. I'll do my best to answer them regarding Marvel Rivals or any of the games I've played. Let's get into it. Let's talk about some of these patch notes that are coming out as far as some of the leaks that have been leaked on Twitter, and they're definitely going to get into it, and I think some of these are really interesting. We're going to go ahead and start with the first set of characters, which are the tanks. So most of the tanks here got kind of changes, buffs, and nerfs to them. The first one we're going to dive into is Venom. Venom has an increased battlefield threat upon entry, reduced his energy cost for his ultimate. So his ultimate in general has been reduced. It's easier to now access his ultimate and achieve it.
That's fair enough. His
Frenzied Arrival now
ult
knocks
isn't that
enemies
powerful.
inward instead of vertically with a 75-degree inward
I really
knockback
like this.
angle. So I guess it kind of pulls them towards you to be able to do more damage, which is one of
I
the
like
biggest
this a
things with
lot.
the tank.
It's gonna make it
It's
so
not
much
a
easier
tank,
to use
you're slow,
the
you're bulky.
secondary.
So having enemies kind of come closer to you is going to be a nice benefit to be able to damage them and kill them. Devouring Feast, his ultimate, is now a cost reduced from 2,800 ultimate points to 2,500. So once I said earlier, it's going to be easier to achieve his ultimate. So kind of making Venom a little bit easier to play in terms of being able to use his ultimate.
How
And
much?
maybe his
How do
damage
these
abilities.
ultimate points
Captain
work?
America
Is
got
that
a
like
bunch of
per
changes
damage or per
here.
heal,
Increased
or
survivability during prolonged battles, improved usability of Vibranium Energy Shield, and reduced ultimate
like does damage
cost.
taken count
Now
towards
able
that?
to use Absolute Will for defense while jumping as well. So
Oh,
is able to use his
RIP.
shield as
Fucking
well.
missed all those shots.
Vibranium Energy Shield projectile speed increased from 60 meters a second to 80 meters a second. Bounce speed increased from 100
Alright, I
meters
got
a second
lucky.
to 150 meters a second. So his shield now travels faster and does more damage as well. So that's going to be nice to see. Call of Freedom is ultimate. Energy cost reduced from 3,100 to 2,800, so it's going to be easier again to get the Captain America ultimate. Light, shield, strike, and melee attacks are now separate. Melee attacks and shield, flight, or combo mode will activate the first two strikes of light, shield, strike. Divine Descent will no longer trigger when performing melee attacks while airborne, which is solid. Really, really good changes there. For Captain America, I definitely think that he needed some buffs. I don't see being played too much because obviously he's more of a dive tank, but his ability now to get his abilities and ultimate a little bit quicker is going to be interesting to see
like
him.
me,
Maybe
is
select a little
being
bit
very
more among
boring
players.
later.
Thor got some, and I'm a big Thor guy, so these are big for me. Thor got his improved usability of Rune Awakening, which is when he enters to that state where he can fling lightning around, not just his hammer. Remove the global cooldown after Rune Awakening ends. Big as well. So if you ever played Groot, you would press E on your keyboard, you would go into that Rune Awakening state, and then you would press the F to bring down the lightning bubble all around you, or however you have keybinds, excuse me. But now after you exit the Rune Awakening state, you can pop that bubble, get your Rune Awakening back, and go at it again, which makes him a lot stronger. I definitely think this is gonna make
The video game industry is a cutthroat business. It's not meant for the faint of heart. This ain't your grandma's
I like what's been happening with
crocheting
his
class.
stream room.
Video game
It looks cool
industry
now.
is brutal.
I mean,
and
it's been like very
oftentimes
slowly filling out the
overlooked
stream.
how strong CEOs are at the upper echelon of the food chain. Those are the real heroes. Firefighters, second fiddle to video game industry CEOs. They are beacons of strength that we can all turn and aspire to. We get to suckle that sweet bosom they provide us with, and they're able to make the difficult choices that us mere mortals couldn't even fathom. Because in video games, you're only ever left with two options. Either one, you release a game that flops, loses a ton of money, and you're forced to lay off a ton of employees to recoup some of that loss. Or two, you release an extremely successful game, smashing sales records, smashing expectations, and then you're forced to lay off a ton of employees because you can get some more profit if you do. You can squeeze a little bit of extra pennies out and make a more strong bottom line. Again, just like the Sith, the rule of two. In video games, it's either get laid off because the game wasn't financially successful, or get laid off because the game was financially successful. Tough choice. And that's exactly what we just saw from Marvel Rivals today. Everyone's talking about it. Of course, I'm going to yap about it. I love the game. I have been enjoying the shit out of the game. I've been kind of taking a little break on it. I've been playing more Path of Exile and Rainbow Six Siege, but I still do love the game. And today, I was very excited because they released the gameplay trailers for The Thing and Human Torch, as well as a couple other announcements that were pretty hype. And both those new characters look amazing. And then, kind of like giving a dog a pill and peanut butter, it gave us the goodies and then fed us the medicine, because turns out they laid off the entire North American division of the Marvel Rivals team. At least that's what the headlines are saying. It's not entirely clear everyone that's been laid off, but bare minimum we know for sure a game director that worked on Marvel Rivals, as well as some level designers, have been released. There are claims that some of the others were responsible for R&D work, but again, that's still not entirely confirmed as of right now. But anyway, let's go through the LinkedIn post here from Thaddeus Sasser. This is such a weird industry. My stellar, talented team just helped deliver an incredibly successful new franchise in Marvel Rivals for NetEase Games, and we're just laid off. Thaddeus is one of the game directors for Marvel Rivals. He is not like the sole director. He's not the preeminent god of Marvel Rivals. He's not, fucking Stan Lee to this game or anything. But he was still one of the directors of the game in the NA division of it, which is still unclear exactly everything they were responsible for. But regardless, they did play a role in the development of this game that is being enjoyed by hundreds of thousands of players every single day. You know what I mean? So it's still a pretty substantial position, I believe, from everything I've seen at least. And now he and his team have just been fucking slapped, thrown away like dirty laundry here. So he seems pretty upset, rightfully so, because you usually don't expect when your product is so good.
Dude, you could read forever on the
gambling and sports.
Gambling. I really could make a whole separate episode, maybe I will, on the 10-year period, the very methodical plan they had to make all of America and all sports fans who had been against gambling for decades to switch. It really is planned, calculated. And now it's everywhere. And now you have 15-year-old kids in Gamblers Anonymous. Now you have, suicide spiking in New Jersey because, you know what I'm saying? I understand sports gambling can be fun if you can control it, but a lot of people are getting fucked over by it. And it was a very specific and clear plan to undermine decades of law and make it palatable. I love gambling, but all these efforts to shove it down my throat is turning me off. I should be the master of my own misery. Dude, I agree with you. I like to gamble. I've told many stories of me gambling. I like gambling here and there. I like making a wager, but I hate endless gambling ads. I hate gambling on your phone where people can lose all their money in a second, constantly be drained. I hate parlays where they hide the odds so they can convince some.
There should be limits on how much of your monthly income you can make. You shouldn't be able to gamble your life away. It's not good because it's such a. People are wired to be addicted to this type of shit. Our psychology doesn't deal well with fucking statistics or the risk assessment is super inaccurate. We don't see the damage we can do to ourselves clearly as it is. Versus it's not good.
My dad loves to
advertising and all of that should be super restricted.
With his best friends, he has net lost $10 in his life You know, they've always net out to 50-50, basically over decades. He just does it for the fun. He likes to be able to brag. Like, I got you on that one. It's just crazy. People are like using it as a way to actually make money. They think they have some edge. And then there's all these like tricks they use to hook you in. But it's been so good for profits for the sports leagues, so they love it now. They used to hate it. They used to try to regulate it and stop it and ban it, and now they love it. Why don't leagues make their own streaming platform to capture all the income from viewers? Extremely difficult and expensive. They've tried it. I think the MLB tried it. They tried making a streaming service. It's hard. People don't want to use your shit. Technical challenges are hard. You know, it's slow or it's down or you don't get it set up correctly or you don't whatever. People don't want to pay for it. F1 does it. I mean, people have tried it. Don't get me, they've tried it, but like at the end of the day, they have to sell the rights to a bigger platform that has more users. The casual fan is not going to be buying a specific service. It's pretty much only for high end. Can you explain how trading players works? They can just uproot 80's life and make him move to Texas? Yeah, of course. That part's not even that crazy, bro. That's very normal in all of sports. Like, that's a part of the contract. Obviously, if he's super unhappy there, he'll request a trade.
Oh my god, how long does it take to verify files? Like, this shit is so slow.
But, you know, having a healthy trade system does work to keep the league balanced if it's not done with shady deals like this that always seem to end up favoring the ones for the best ratings. Why didn't they trade for Bronny? As I said, they don't care about winning. If they cared about winning, they would trade Luka for Bronny 1-for-1, and Bronny would carry the Mavs to 10 championships. But they don't care about winning. They only care about sitting on their asses and collecting money. Can you explain how the amortization point they can claim the champion? Yeah, it's like it's like you know when you buy a car, the value of the car drops the second you drive it off the lot. So let's say you spend $100,000 on a car and it's immediately worth $80,000. As you use it more, the value goes down. So you can quantify that on your taxes and claim depreciation. Basically, that the things you bought earlier, you're actually claiming it as losses. So you didn't actually lose 20 grand, but you're saying I lost 20 grand because my car that I bought for work lost value over time, right? It's a kind of an accounting trick. So they do that for everything. They do that for like aging players on their team. They do that for like stadiums. They do that for like anything you can buy as a team. They're like, oh yeah, well, it's worth less this year because it's getting older, so we can claim a loss. And so that's hundreds of millions of dollars they're claiming as a loss in their taxes that they can then use to offset some of their other income to pay less taxes. It's rich people hacks, and it's fucked up. It's one of the many loopholes you can get really creative with if you're a tax lawyer, which is why it's fucked up. Which is why it like advantages the rich over regular people. Can I write off my student loans as depreciating assets since I haven't got a job? I mean, you're joking, but yes. Not a depreciating asset because student loans are not an asset. You can write off the amount you pay on student loans against your income. You can deduct your interest expense. You should be doing that. Same with mortgage. You know, if you have rent, you can't deduct that from your taxes. But if you have a mortgage and you're paying interest expense on your mortgage, you can deduct that. It's the way this tax system benefits homeowners over regular renters. It's OP. There's many ways our system is set up to benefit certain classes of people, basically the rich and the landowners. That just systematically benefit a little bit or a lot over a long period of time. But we're not as bad as Australia, I'll tell you that. I'm a European, I don't ever get gambling ads. Is it legal where you are? I feel like there's spots in Europe where they're also deluged with gambling. UK has tons of gambling ads. Maybe Germany doesn't? There you go.
UK has a lot.
There's I'll call it soccer.
And confirmed.
There's tons of soccer gambling ads in the UK. They do the same thing. They do parlays, they do all that shit. It's football. Australian gambling. I mean, Australia is like the gambling country. I think, I don't know the stat, but like Australia's the most gambling addicted country per capita of anywhere in the world. They have insane gambling addiction. They got the pokies. They have like slot machines at every place called pokies.
BLTs.
You're jealous? You wish you had more slot machines per square mile? Lucky ass Australia gets to gamble all the time. Did you see Chiblee talking about his gambling phone plan in New Zealand? No, I never heard about that. Find me the clip. Librarian, I need the clip. Oh, we got it.
Chiblee paid for his phone outright, and he doesn't have a phone plan. So essentially, his phone bill monthly is $0. What he does to get data, I swear to you, this is what he said. Every day, he goes to his telecom app, and they have a slot machine, and you spin the slot machine, and it presents you with 3 daily deals. So sometimes you'll spin it, and it'll be like 250 minutes of calling within New Zealand for the next 7 days for $2.99. And he's like, swipe, I don't want it. But eventually you go through like enough of those unlimited texting for 6 days for $4, blah, 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 blah. Eventually you'll get to like 1 gigabyte of data per day for $1.99. And then he buys that and he has data for 1 week.
That's so incredible. That is the future. So
That's
I don't know
so
if anybody
fucking
old heads remember.
stupid.
I had a short story that I wanted written. I explained the idea of the short story to chat, and then some people on the Reddit wrote the idea of it, but it was a short story set in the future, or it starts out with a woman receiving her paycheck, and it's a you spin for it. It was the day she gets the golden paycheck. That was the idea. Because every day you'd get your paycheck and you'd spin, and you either get like a gray paycheck, which is less than what you get less sub minimum wage. But every 1 in 25 you'd get a golden paycheck, and that's a big day. That's like 100x. You get a big day. And that was the idea of the story. It was an idea where everything is gambling. So you work your day, you spin
It's
the
just
wheel
not
at the end
work
of the day
now.
and see what kind of paycheck you
For
get.
real.
And obviously, on average, the person's getting paid sub minimum wage.
Like, what should just have the same error? Take me an hour. How long is YouTube streaming going? 48 minutes. Just to get into the game. I believe. I believe. Do you believe in love? No. How much is on here? This is on Game Pass for free. Oh my god, £60 game for free. I will check this out tomorrow. Where the game at? Like, does this game just not want to fucking start or something? Like, what's wrong with it? Come on, just boot up. Like, just do it. It's not so hard. The same fucking. I never seen this. Okay. Deleted that file. The files. Oh, that again. That's gonna take fucking ages, isn't it? Again.
But a few people win, so everyone's like, oh, well, it could be me, so it's worth it. It's gambling civilization. Anyway, then she gets the 100x paycheck, and then it's following her through the rest of the day.
Found guilty of.
For
Yo!
example,
ASAP Rocky found. Found not guilty of assault after he was accused of shooting former friend on a Los Angeles street. Oh. How about
like
that? Bro did not do it.
get, like,
Can't
the
confirm.
placebo or the real thing. You go to the hospital and you put in you can either you can buy it outright, too expensive, or you can spin for it and get a placebo or the real thing. And it was like that story that you just told is so close to my fictional, insane, dystopian Black Mirror episode that I was pitching. That's real life. That's crazy. I think gambling's so unique because it is just a human brain weakness that almost everybody has to a different degree.
Like, streamers looks like shit on YouTube.
Shiny light color, gamble, I have a chance to win, dopamine goes up. Some people have it terribly, right? And so we can't get it out of our brains. We're not going to evolve out the weakness to gambling in less than a millennia or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like this exists in our brains. We can't get rid of it.
Tell me, like, drop frames and shit.
We're getting better and better at exploiting it. You know, whether it's card packs and...
This is true. Social research is being used to figure out how to exploit people's minds way more often than it's being used to help them these days. Even though there's, you know, so much good research into how to help, just doesn't get you my money in it.
In 90s to, you know, loot boxes and gotcha and video games now to now entering the real world and gambling and parlays and like we're just better and better at constantly exploiting our dopamine rush from possibly gambling. It's fucking crazy. Ghibli gave proof. Let's see. What's this?
The winning.
Dude, that's fucking crazy. What a hit. What a rush. Yeah, dude, someone mentioned this. I didn't talk about this. Dude, all of the new shopping apps, like Temu, but other like Pinduoduo in China and all these, they've like built in gambling into the app itself to buying things from Amazon, basically. It goes like and it gives you like little hearts and baskets and chests and things to get early shopping deals, and it's like they're constantly gamifying it to trick your brain. Ghibli, what's up? Good luck on the spins, brother. Good luck on the spins. I hope you get the data pack. Thank you so much. I live off them. This is so wild. This is, dude, imagine going to the gas station and it's like, well, I can't afford gas, so I'll go for the spin. And you do the spin and it's like, do I get 1 drop of gas or do I get a liter? And you're just feeding money into you can't afford enough to get there, so you're feeding money in the machine hoping you hit it so you can get home. That's crazy. It's a dystopia.
We live in a bad place. For real.
In gaming, there is no energy that can beat that of "We're so back," and that's why it's time to talk about Helldivers 2. Because in a way, you could say that they just managed to undo 7 months of brutal PR damage and scathing player sentiment. Because if you were not a tuned-in player to this game, you're a fair-weather fan that only see the biggest headlines, you would think that what they just did was a single patch and a genius marketing campaign, and suddenly the game is better. But obviously, it is not that. There is so much more that goes into the turnaround this game has experienced, such that I think it will be studied and should be studied by everyone else in live service. As I speak right now, Helldivers 2 is resurgent. It's in the top 5 sellers on Steam, worldwide bestsellers, and its player counts are the highest they have been since May of 2024, with sentiment absolutely soaring. And what it took to do this is hard work, but it's actually more than just hard work, because this team did not see bad news and then panic. They did.
Like, I didn't even, like, see anything about updates to this game. I just booted it up, saw that there were new fucking aliens, and was like, yo, I want to play more of that, and just kept playing it. But I am really confused about what this, like, black hole thing is. I'm gonna find out.
Didn't flinch, cancel their team's summer holidays, I suppose robbing Peter to pay Paul, or however the saying goes, and crunch the whole thing out. No, what they actually did was brave. It took time. They did the unglamorous, unsexy work that didn't result in massive trailers and big back-of-the-box features. But because they did that, now that the time is actually right and they've hit the big red button that says it is time for the third faction, well, their hard work means that that button has absolutely landed. So let's dive in, and this Democratic update is supported by today's sponsor, which is actually Path of Exile 2.
The Democrat bit. Democrat bit is good, but like, it gets overused in like
games. I personally, core reason why I'm actually treading the sentiment was rising rapidly. Player counts were back, at least in the context of maybe June, July. They were avoiding the lows of the summer. Slow burn narrative that brought players on board. Now, it did launch to a little bit of a wobble. It turned out that the new super weapon was maybe a little bit too much of a super weapon and was leading to a lot of very tragic Helldiver deaths. Memes were made, Arrowhead quickly mended the situation, and with that, we were in a stable position where we just had, at least for the most dedicated players, a big narrative payoff. And shortly after that, the Steam Autumn Sale hit. And with that, Arrowhead were absolutely reaping the fruits of their labor. At the time, we saw a review spike that actually brought Helldivers back to its overwhelmingly positive recent reviews, which was great, but a lot of those were newer players. Actually, not all was well. You see, there was a tension with some of the most hardcore players in the game. Now, things absolutely were better. People were not angry in that way, but there was rebalanced equipment, and that felt new because of the new numbers and because of...
Okay, come on. Come on, game. Give me this, come on. Really. Okay, promising. Don't tell me you don't trust this file. Don't do it to me. Oh, come on. Well, what's the problem? Like, oh. So wait, do that. Hi. BRB. Said this BRB came out like hella cursive and kinda nice, I'll be sure. Right, let's see. I'll install it, yes. So, that.
It was fun to test opening up new gameplay options, but in a way, they soon realized the game had no gameplay. And when the Democratic Superstation came online, people almost expected, maybe some hopium, that the Illuminate, who are the third faction from Helldivers 1, would suddenly strike. and take it down, leading to new content. Of course, it didn't. People just got a new stratagem, and that meant that the most hardcore players feared that new content would only land with the game's first anniversary and that they would have to live through a drought. Of course, they would be proven incorrect. Helldivers 2 won Best Multiplayer Game and Best Ongoing Game at the Game Awards, I think very much deserved based on just how responsive they were to the player feedback and how they turned things around. And right as that happened, they revealed, well, what was next?
Could
With
be
a
done by the
glorious
end of the
trailer starring
video.
everybody's favorite Super Earth propagandist. It was awesome, and we found out that the
But I kind of want to find something a little bit more interesting. Is there anything cool? It's like fucking. Why is everything Helldivers right now? All Helldivers rivals. Oh my NVIDIA Flame Generation. Yo.
Program on therapeutic fiber was
Head to Broadway by way of ball boxing.
the whole project will collapse.
And it's so amazing when people tell me that electronic music has not got soul, and they blame the computers. They got the finger and point at the computers like, there's no soul here. It's like you can't blame the computer. If there's not soul in the music, it's because nobody put it there. And it's not the tool's fault.
Download Norwegian as fuck. What's music? Cool footage. Saturn 5. Never built anything like that again, did they? Those big 5 F1 engines. That being said, this is not a 7.5 anymore. They changed, but still. What is this? It's like a European rocket. That layout. What is this? Is an upper stage, maybe? Doesn't look like it though, because I think they still did the 4+1 5 engine. Oh. I fucking moderate and remove that because does it stay on? some oh, you god. You're flaming like this for? As I said, I didn't realize chat had stopped working. Alright.
So, it's an audience participation game, and we have a list of quotes, and half of them were said by Kanye West, and half of them were said by Hitler. And you have to guess who said which quote. It's not that easy of a game. Okay, here's the first one. When a man is starving in the streets, he's not thinking of bread and water, but of caviar and champagne. Hitler. How about this one? I stand here as a revolutionary. It is as a revolutionary against the revolution. I might have to go back to war. I just might have to. Kanye. Nothing in life is promised except death.
Hitler.
Their quotes are so similar. It's really weird. I realize that my place and position in history is that I will go down as the voice of this generation, of this decade, that I will be the loudest voice. Oh. Who says I am not under the special protection of God? Okay. There's one more. I could design something for Obama to go to the club in. There were so many. It was hard, and I was quizzing her over the phone, and she's like, I don't know.
I'm not very good with history.
Laying underneath the palm trees, undone doors, break their necks, trying to catch a little sneak peek at us. You can travel the world, but nothing comes close to the golden coast. Once you party with us, you'll be falling in love. California girls were unforgettable. Daisy and Dukes, bikinis on top. Sun-kissed skin so hot, will melt your popsicle. Oh.
And up next, we have a new single from Nico B himself from his upcoming album Dog Eat Dog Food World. Now
In filmmaking and animation, there are all sorts of rules that people follow. Things like negative space, the rule of thirds, or a shot's symmetry and balance. They're the type of thing that goes unnoticed unless you're looking for it. But rules of composition are everywhere. Almost every shot in a well-crafted story is deliberate. But what happens when you break those rules on purpose, and then you pair it with a perfectly crafted little story? Welcome to a running series called Exploring Frieren. My name is Pei, and today we're talking about when a show's weirdest shot might just be its best. The most recent video I did that's found a lot of success in the algorithm was talking about sound design in a movie called Look Back. Specifically about how the choice to include silence can demonstrate just how skilled a sound designer is. People so often can point at great cinematography and highlight it, but very rarely do they have the tools to properly express what makes it so great. Because even if you haven't been educated in the language to describe great cinematography, it's often very intuitive. Good shots often come across clearly in the emotions you experience during a scene. But that doesn't mean there aren't a range of different design choices being made constantly to help you have that experience. Let's take a second to define the key terms I'll be using. The rule of thirds has to do with composition, using this 9x9 grid to determine where the subjects of a shot should be placed. There tends to be an emphasis placed on the vertical lines and the top two intersecting points. If you were to place this grid over an entire episode of Frieren, it's shocking how often they rely on this specific framing. Negative space refers to the things around a subject, often the background or empty space.
of technology.
A 3D printer?
This is the army of printers. It is capable of pumping out an arsenal of lethal weapons down.
Seriously?
Yep. Once you master it, voila! Hipster Merchant of Death.
All good, except I'm no hipster.
You keep telling yourself that. Now try to make something. But don't blow us up.
This image, for example, uses negative space to imply a
Good to have another brother here.
Good to be here, man. Are you all hackers?
Yeah, kind of a basic requirement to get invited into the hacker space. But we all have our specialties, like Josh over there. Always building shit that shouldn't work. Now he's trying to build this big-ass drone.
And Wrench?
Good engineer, too. But better at breaking shit apart. And yo, Satara? Sis got skills as an artist and a graphic designer. Without her, DedSec's walking around without a face or voice.
What about you? What's your superpower?
Tactical coordinator, or cat herder. Take your pick. I make DedSec go where it has the most impact. You heard of Primate? Those are some real dirty hacking motherfuckers.
Yeah, I've brushed up against them before. It wasn't pleasant.
All right, that's what I like to hear. Link up with me when you're ready to do this, and I'll fill you in. There's always someone running ops against Primate. Bet they'd love your help.
It's something, right?
This whole place is something.
We used to keep track of news feeds on here, but now it's our follower wall.
So it knows if we're trending?
No. It's based on hard values. How many people downloaded our app, how much processing power we have access to, you know.
Nice.
And, speaking of which, we're downloading the DedSec app into your phone as we speak. When it's ready, open it up, click the suggested op, and hit the park outside so we can test it.
Sounds good.
One more thing. I put a reminder on your phone so you remember what we're gunning for. Get enough processing power to take down Blue.
looking at this new guy, calls himself Retro. Now, I like his style. Spent some time in Oakland. In fact, that's where he earned some of his hacker cred. I read everything I could about it when it was going down. The Home Domain Center had to deal with Homeland Security. They rolled out cameras in Oakland and started stockpiling data on everybody. The wrench. Man, what to say about this guy? Some freaky shit. DedSec found Josh. Hot sauce. Posting anti-CTOS videos on Invite. Kid had a plastic Halloween. The original Chicago DedSec has coordinated operations. Everybody mostly working towards the same goal. Rumors say that the leaderless group actually has somebody upstairs calling the shots. The Council of Daves. I can't say if it's true or not, but somebody's focusing their efforts. I know because I studied everything about them, even ran a few of their ops. I wanted to emulate them, try to figure out what worked for them and apply it to us. But the members of our Bay Area DedSec couldn't be more different from each other. Now, if there was a spectrum spanning anarchists to activists, we'd probably fill the whole damn thing. But there's one thing that unites the key crew. Each one of us has reason to hate big data, or more specifically, Bloom and its CTOS. I've been overseeing operations, making sure people get to where they need to be with the tools they require. I've got eyes on the big picture. The way I see it, I've lit the fuse.
Coming up after the break, we'll be sitting down with a former street artist. Sweet Tea, as he's known in the community, is here to promote a new book of his art and a brand new fashion line, including t-shirts, caps, and bling. Very exciting stuff.
Oh, sorry.
So many friggin' eyesores in this city. Billboards everywhere. I remember when billboards were only put up by the highway. It was like TV.
Hey, so what's this about Bobo Dakes? You know Bobo's working on a new album, right? Yeah, I heard. Well, you won't get to hear it? Motherfucker Gene Carcani just put millions on the table to keep it all to himself. What does a big pharma CEO want with a rap album? Dude has a huge Bobo collection. And he probably wants to hang that shit on his wall like a damn trophy. Just rubbing his money in our faces, bruh. Do you know if Bobo took the deal? He hasn't announced anything yet, but he will. It's a lot of cash. Yeah, maybe there's still time for an intervention. Time for what? I assume you guys have heard of Gene Carcani?
He's the shit sack who's on TV laughing about how he's raising the price of leukemia medicine.
Yeah, the most hated man in America? Yeah, why do you ask me?
Guy's a huge Bobo Dakes fan. Must have read Bobo's in town recording new tracks because he's offering millions to keep the album to himself.
So stupid. Bobo will never go for it.
The real one won't. So we're gonna do it for him. I'm gonna visit Bobo and see if I can borrow some of his new tracks as proof that we're legit.
How do we contact Karkani?
I need you guys to run through interviews, podcasts, whatever. Find me some usable lines. We're gonna make a soundboard.
Ooh, I love this.
What the hell?
Marcus, guys, the Cyber trailer just dropped.
Oh, yeah, sweet. Hey, don't watch it without me.
Meet you at the hackerspace.
I'm on my way.
Retro, feel like stealing some Primate intel?
You got something for me?
One of their lackeys in your neck of the woods. Hack them for what they've got, but make sure you don't get caught. You know how Primate do?
I've got a new Bobo track the world has never heard before. How's the soundboard coming?
Yo, a Bobo Dakes, bitch!
Perfect.
So, how do we contact Karkani?
I'm gonna visit his mansion. I need to see his face when we do this. Time to mess with the farmer clown.
This ass face deserves it.
Hello?
Sup?
Sup? Who is this?
Yo, bitch, it's Bobo Dakes.
Holy shit. I'm a huge fan. Are you taking me up on my offer?
Yeah, I laid down some hot tracks.
Really? Fantastic.
Yup.
Can I get a sample?
Born and raised, born to craze. Ain't blown the fuck away. Feeling lucky. You ain't the hero of the story. You don't go out in a blaze of glory. Make my day. Tell a Bobo sent you.
Damn! That's dope! That's your best work yet.
You're welcome.
And this is exclusive, right? No one else gets this, just me?
Yup.
So how do you want payment?
Bitch better have my money.
I do. I just need to know how to route it to you.
Y'all, check it.
Ah, there. That's the routing number?
Yup.
Uh-huh. Sent and confirmed. You got it. This is awesome, man. This is like a dream come true.
Yo, bitch, it's Bobo Dakes.
What?
They say God made man in his own image, but God made himself in Bobo's image.
What are you talking about?
Yo, bitch, it's Bobo Dakes.
No. No. No, 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 no. What the shit? No. What? Come on, what are you guys doing to me? Why me? Come on. I'm a good guy. It's just business. I got shareholders, bitches.
Guys, he just donated 20 million to leukemia research.
Bitch better have my money.
Yo, who did that?
Don't let it get to you, says Jeremy, longtime listener who wanted to remind you that you can do some deep breathing while you're in traffic now. You have to keep your eyes open, of course. Take long, deep breaths, take some of the edge off, or don't be stuck and head on over to Brizo's Seafood right over there at Pier 39. Oh my, let me tell you, it's something else. I was there last night, they had to roll me out. So good. My bib was wearing a bib. This is Dylan, stay with me in KBYFM. We get all the hits, coming right up.
Stash and Vine's designer Kale will take every opportunity he gets to preach the gospel of raw and selvage denim. Imported directly from Japan, Kale's passion for high-quality luxury denim is evident in every stitch and seam.
Our denim clothes are a blank canvas for you to tell your story. You build up a relationship with a pair of jeans when you buy them raw. You're the one breaking in your jeans. We're not going to do it for you. It's your clothes, your style, your story. Visit New Dawn Mental Wellness Center. Come meet us, because we want to meet you.
Listen to the Bay City. Pop, pop, pop. KBYFM. KBYFM.
They're learning to drive.
seen the trailer for the new Jimmy Siska movie?
No, it's out. Hey, pull it up,
No,
man.
no, not on this. For this, we need perfect sound. We need a big screen. We need to be comfy. We need quiet.
Have you seen it yet?
Nah, man, I waited for you.
You're the best. Thank you.
All right, everybody, we're gonna watch the trailer. Shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
In a world where technology connects everything. I'm not looking for justice, goddammit. One man prowls the information superhighway in search of cyber justice. I'm looking for cyber justice.
Simple line of code could devastate the whole world.
It's gonna be a cyber catastrophe.
Cyber Driver. Hit him with the code flurry, Chip. Jimmy Siska is... Got no choice, kiddies. Follow me, or die. Devin Von Devin.
We gotta get these hackers somewhere safe.
They aren't hackers, Devin. They're just script kiddies.
Hey, the car answered.
This ain't your mama's smart car. I think next time we're gonna need a higher firewall, pal.
Cyber Driver.
Action hero badass. Talking car. Admit it, Josh. The car is cool. You know what I'm thinking? We cut our own version of that trailer. And that car is gonna help us do it.
Real? Wouldn't have us a ton of followers.
Yo, first, Josh and I will go to the studio to get that script. We'll look around and see what other gems they have about DeathSec, and we'll look for the car.
All right, so what's the deal here? Are we issuing an advisory?
No, why would we do that? They'll just patch the holes.
No, let them. Don't worry, Cyber Child.
Oh, don't.
Hacker Movie's gonna get hacked.
HMP Studios. We are holding you solely responsible for the direct that is Cyber Driver. Cheesy stunts and bad dialogue, we can take. But you've insulted our intelligence. And that we can't excuse. It seems like you could do with a lesson on what hackers are capable of. And since you didn't come to us to learn, we'll come to you to teach. We are launching Operation Hack and Run. We'll show you what hackers can do. We are DeadSec.
Feeling good. I'm hiking a bitch face with the diss face off of Nike. The women like me, I'm dipped in butter. I rob your brother, pimp the blood out your mother. I'm Mr. Stupid Doodle Dumb.
You guys thought that movie was gonna be good?
Well, yeah, sure. They're fun to laugh at.
Cool, you said.
Did I actually say cool? Here's what we know, Josh. Cyber Driver is shaped up to be $1 million cyber catastrophe.
I know you're trying to get my goats with that word.
I don't want that, man. Keep your goats.
Why would Galilei allow their name to be sullied?
You mean cyberized?
You can keep trying, but it'll never be funny to me.
I'm not gonna lie. If those scenes were what they chose for the trailer, yeah, the rest of it's gonna be jack shit. Why they chose to target DeadSec is curious.
Well, Chicago was a big deal.
True. Anyway, don't worry. You and me are prowling the information highway to seek out our own cyber justice. Look, Josh, we're gonna have fun with this. And I promise I won't say cyber anymore.
You know, after this, the cyber world will never be the same.
And there it is. Hook Motion Picture Studios.
people keep buying this new Dawn bullshit? It's obviously a money-making scheme disguised as a New Age church. These things usually target the uneducated.
Nowhere. Be careful.
No. 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 For real? Oh, man. Wait. Oh, okay. Okay. No, I got it. I got it. I got it.
Insulting her.
Didn't he know who she was?
How do you MC the Silicon Valley Awards and not know who Mary Catskill is?
Shit. She could buy and sell his balls with the change in her purse.
Listen up, people. Siska's running a bit later than expected. What was that? I know.
What the hell?
We need to salvage it as best we can. So, block the scene again. Places. What the hell?
Check the area. Looks like he slipped by. Better call it in.
Okay, guys, I'm in.
those secret emails?
Looks clear. Gonna check another area. Hey, what's that? Look, we'll notify the SFPD. They can handle it from here.
We're running out of organic kills from this crap table.
It's a sweet gig you got here.
Don't try and...
What?
So go ahead. I work here, but I'm with catering, but you aren't getting in.
Yeah, no lie. See you around.
What?
Check this. Last night, I went out, took a cab. I get in this cab, and I swear, the cryptid drove me. Oldest guy ever.
What the?
Listen up, people. Siska's running a bit later than expected. I know. It's fine. We need to salvage this as best as we can.
I found it. We got the full script of Cyberdrive.
What about the car?
I don't think it's on site. We'll find it. I'm heading out now.
Hey guys, I found an email that says the car is being delivered to a location, but doesn't say where or when.
That's okay. I think I have a backup plan. Marcus, I have a paparazzi contact who knows where the car is. He's waiting for you. We'll give him whatever he asks for out of that email dump. He's good for it.
Sure. You have a paparazzi contact? Is there anyone you don't know?
That's me. Social butterfly.
Congrats, Marcus. Our follower count is growing fast.
How many are actually giving us access to their computers?
All of them, that's the point. They give us access to their power. We grow a network of computers that makes us stronger. Our own giant cloud computing network.
So do people sign a contract? I vow to let DedSec own my processor?
We're transparent. They know before they ever install the app that they're giving us access to their computing power, but never their personal info.
That's a lot of trust. Silicon Valley would kill to have that level of intrusion. Private data farming runs their whole economy.
Yeah, but we look out for our own, man. That's why people are joining our movement. To make a statement against the technocrats.
If you want deets on where the car is at, better have something juicy for me.
Like Jimmy Siska and pop star Nelly Shire?
They are banging. I knew it. See, okay, now we're talking.
Consider it sent.
Hella cool. Coolosity. All right, I sent you the GPS of the car's route.
Hey, you! You want to know what I think? You want to know what I think? Get over here, I'll tell you what I think. What the hell? Come on, look where you're going. Hey, Jesus! Oh, I can't believe this.
Who's a good boy?
Oh, cute.
Oh, you get me, don't you, dog?
Wow. Jesus. I mean, wow.
That's right. You and me know what's what. What's up, dog?
That's awesome. Yeah.
Can I scritch you?
Hey, you catch that? What was that?
Hey, what's that?
location. Over.
Finding cover!
Devon, and I am...
You are not Devon. Devon Von Devon is handsome and swarthy. You are not.
Oh, come on. I'm sure it's hell swarthier than any dude named Von Devon. Damn, Silicon Valley couldn't hire one brother?
My Galilei creators think of everything.
Yeah, maybe not everything. This car is something else.
Yeah, well, kudos to Galilee for getting the studio to pay for this lemon.
Lemon? Did you hear it? And never mind voice recognition. I mean, sure, it needs a smack upside of scripting, but it had cogent responses. Do you know how much work had to go into that? Galilei has been talking about machine learning for their Mars probe, but man, I didn't expect it to be as advanced as it... What? Oh, man. I know it.
I do not approve of you driving me, Marcus. You're not as swarthy as Devon Von Devon.
I knew it had too much smart ass to be smart.
Wow. Shiny and new.
So it wasn't responding at all?
Well, does that count?
Yeah, fuck you, man. Fuck you.
The car's designed for autonomous control, but nothing's there or even calibrated. It's capable, but suboptimal. Not junk.
See? That's what I'm talking about. Think positive.
It's just stupid. So that's the plan? Fix a smart car the space company couldn't?
Problem?
No, we got this. people still seem shocked by in-home surveillance. It's been happening for years.
Maybe, but there's a difference between worrying about it and finding out it's worse than you feared.
It's always worse than you feared. So they need to either accept it or modify all their electronic devices to stop reporting back what they see.
I don't think most people know how to do that.
We can teach them. Let's teach them. I'll set up a wiki, starting with home.
911, state your emergency, please.
The spiritual organization New Dawn is accusing Oakland City Councilor Miranda Kamei of defamation. In a recent interview, the councilor had described the organization as, quote, a fraudulent pyramid scheme. The organization seems to have fought back with more than just lawyers. The councilor's private life was recently revealed when medical records of the councilor's transgender treatments were mysteriously released to the media. A spokesperson for New Dawn said that the organization had nothing to do with the leaked medical records, and in her statement accused Councilor Kamei of desperately seeking attention.
Yo, come to see the magic happen? I'll let you watch while I do my thing.
If you wanted magic, maybe you should...
Ho ho!
I was always...
Kill... Do you...